Now that's one really interesting situation. Why? What are you, a sissy? You've got to learn how to stay cool. Look at Don Tomeo. He's a rock. He'd be cool even if his tent was on fire. A poet once said that such a spirit is not overburdened by intellect and is therefore immortal. Follow his lead. Oh, yes, that's for sure. Don has probably been maintaining his spirit for 20 years or so. Every day, that is. But what the hell did I come here for? Crap. Can't remember. Yep, the house was burnt down to the ground. I like these old houses. They burn like brushwood. But was there really absolutely nothing left? Yeah, I know, I read it. Why the hell keep talking about it over and over? How? While you were merely looking for certain familiar words, I gave myself the time to study it from cover to cover a dozen times. You see, I'm always somewhere near. Yes, and in a latrine, too. You aren't actually hiding the mysteries of the universe in there, are you? You're as dumb as a man can be, Your Majesty. Nothing. There are the papers, and we know who wrote them. What else is there to understand? Don Reba must have left something in his palace. Donna Okana also probably had something, as she ended up in the Jolly Tower. Such establishments tend to keep their archives for quite a long time. As for Rapat, it's simple. Find his confidant, the barkeeper, and ask him what the deal is with our lieutenant and where he might be now. Or maybe I should do it for you myself? No chance, friend. Hey, you don't look way too eager, do you? You liked it? Excellent. Hurry up. Yes, yes. And as for the... One more time. Yes, yes. As for the Emperor, we'll write back to him and say something like, Your Majesty, if you would excuse us, after much contemplation, we came to the conclusion that your request was actually rubbish. So we decided to stop halfway through searching for an answer to your question. For all these reasons, as of now, we cannot in fact say for sure who this Ramada of Estor is, where he is now, or if he actually exists. Also, we'd like you to know that your requests and whatever don't mean shit to us. Right. And if you don't, it won't be any better anyway. And if you don't find something, then you won't have anything to write about. So keep searching and you'll be rewarded. Trust me, Arata won't disappear, so you don't have to worry much about him. You always have to seek out opportunities, and eventually you'll find one. You just shouldn't miss it. The opportunity, that's it.
Of course, my lord. Yes, my lord. Ask away. Ah, Baron Pampa de Bao. No. Saruga. No. Gata. No. Arcanara. I think he was Master's best friend. Don Ramata liked him. I don't know why. For others, the Baron was too wild, too unrestrained, and too quick-tongued. But it seems that was just what Master liked in Baron. And their sprees, like in the good old days. I still remember those wild parties. So the Baron was a close friend to Don Ramata, if a friendship is possible between two noble Dons. Those nobles, they have everything, not like normal people do. In Debao, of course, in his castle. He proclaimed himself a king. Right after the Baron's messenger, the Baron himself came with other Don's troops and laid siege on Arcanar. That army's remains are still by the city walls. But the Dons couldn't agree with each other, so the Baron took his militia away. After that, he proclaimed himself a king and his land a kingdom. Other Dons, they tried to hinder it, but the Baron crushed them and then returned home. They say it was a short fight. Makes sense. Nobody can stand for long against Pampa's militia. Yes, my lord. Ask away. I've already told you that my master was a righteous man, not an adulterer. It seems strange for a noble Don to behave like that, but who really knows them, right? Well, women will be women, whether they wear rags or silk. Nobody knows what goes on in their heads. Some even write down their adventures.